Now in this session, we are going to see how will you plan your revision for Maths IGCSE board examination. So as everybody know that there are two papers, paper 2 and paper 4 in Maths. First, you should understand the paper pattern for the Maths and which chapters you have to do first to score good marks. So for that, first we will just write down the list of chapters or the list of blocks which you have to do for your IGCSE Maths revision part. We can say, okay, now let us understand you the chapters in sequence wise. So those chapters you have to first prepare thoroughly, and why you have to prepare properly, that explanation also I will give. So the first block which you have to prepare, compulsory, no option, you have to do that. That is the first is number. Second, very important, that is algebra and graph. Third is statistics. Okay, now why these three blocks are important? Now in this block, you will have indices, you will have a percentage, you will have a ratio proportions, okay? You will have a standard formation, you will have a significant figures, you have to go for the making the subject, all these things. So all these topics will come under in this block number. Now this block carries nearly 15 to 20 marks in paper 4. Let's start with the paper 4 because this is very important chapter. Total marks for this Maths 4 is 130 and the time allotted for this is 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, so first we will target those chapters which will give you good score. Okay, so number, this number block carries nearly 15 to 20 marks. And the question number 1 is always asked from this block. Okay, and it nearly carries 8 to 10 marks. And further question number 3, question number 5, sub questions contains from this block, that is number. That some questions are from indices, some questions are from percentage, some questions are from ratio and proportion, and that carries nearly 2 to 3 marks. Okay, so this block is very, very important. The second important part, which I always mention for my students, that you have to be thorough. You don't have any option, and there is nothing difficult in this chapter. It requires maths, it requires more practice. Okay, so you know that the past papers are the best reference, okay, to prepare IGCSE board examination, and maths is all about practice. So you need to practice now. Now for these 2.5 months, you have to keep your maths textbook aside. You have to solve only past papers. Okay, so keep this in mind. Now when you're talking about algebra and graph, this topic or this block, we should say that it carries 25 to 30 marks. So you will understand that how much this block is important to score high in math subject. Okay, so this is very important, and this will be asked sometimes in question number 2 or sometimes question number 4 and question number 7 or question number 8 invariably. Okay, so here you can get the whole question like 8 marks or 10 marks, or sub questions like 3 marks, 2 marks like. And in paper 4, you will hardly get the question for 1 mark. You always get the question in the form of 2 marks or 3 marks or 4 marks or 6 marks or 8 marks or 13 marks like this. Okay, so everywhere in question in paper 4, you have to write a proper steps. Okay, if you will have a correct answer, it doesn't mean you will get a full marks, because they will see your methods. If your method is wrong, you will not get the marks. So please try to understand this. Now third is statistics. This topic will help you to secure passing marks. Those who are struggling in math subject, and I again request you, don't go for a core in maths, go for extended. Because when you do these 3 topics also thoroughly, if you find math subject is very difficult, if you have a phobia about the maths and that's why you are taking core, you find that no, I cannot do the maths preparation, or I will not clear if I don't take core. Nothing like this. Okay, if you feel that I'm poor in maths, or if I really need to work hard, so first start with these 3 chapters. Okay, so this third chapter will help you to get a good marks. So this will carry nearly 10 to 12 marks. This is the weightage. So you can understand when you do the first 3 block, that is number, algebra and graph, and statistics. You can see here, we will take, let us take the minimum weightage for this block. Okay, so 15, 25, 10, okay, so 50 marks. So out of 130, you can get up to 50 marks. See, I'm not taking the maximum marks because there is a probability of losing the marks. Okay, so if you are taking the maximum marks like this, so how much you should get if you get all the answers correct, then we can get here 62. So we can say that if you are in between, if you do these three topics thoroughly, properly, you should get between 50 to 60 marks. Correct? Only paper 4. If you do these three chapters properly. So whenever you are going, now this is the first point which you have to understand, the which topics or which chapters you have to do first. Okay, so this is the sequence: vectors and transformations. Okay, now between this topic, vectors topic, the students find a little difficult. So what you can do? Go for transformations. This topic is very, very easy and it carries nearly 6 to 8 marks. This is very easy. Okay, and this is the sub questions are divided like 3 marks, 1 mark, 2 marks. Okay, so this topic you should go between this vectors and transformation. Okay, and then you can go for vectors. Again, this will carry, vector will carry nearly 8 to 12 marks. Okay, they may give 6 marks and 4 marks, like the questions can be divided into 2 parts, 8 and 4, or they will give full question on vector, that is for 12 marks. So you can understand when you are going this block, vectors and transformation, again we will consider the lower marks or lower side, that will be 14 marks. So here you can get 14 marks, lowest we can expectation here we can give. Now the fifth topic which you can go, that is trigonometry, which is very, very important. Okay, again it will carry 12 to 15 or 16 marks for this. If you find trigonometry difficult, see, I'm giving you a sequence wise, because by that time you will reach to fourth block, that is vectors and transformation. Definitely you will gain a good confidence to proceed with the another new chapters. Okay, so if you find that if you don't want to go trigonometry first, then you can go for a coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, and the next block is geometry. You have to do this, because if you do a geometry and then you go to trigo, definitely it will help you out. Okay, then you go for a coordinate geometry. Now for coordinate geometry, the weightage is nearly 3 to 4 marks. For geometry, definitely it is more, 8 to 12 marks. And then you go for a trigonometry. Understood? So, and the last, you will go for probability. Probability, and if you find sequence little difficult, then you keep these two topics last. Because probability and sequence, they do ask a question like question number 6 or question number 8. Nearly it will ask 8 to 12 marks. Full question they will ask for 8 to 12 marks. And here also they will ask 8 to 12 marks. It is these two topics where you have to, it is really time consuming. These both the topics are really time consuming. So instead of doing this, first you can go for these 7 chapters, and then you can start solving the probability, the numericals based on probability and sequence. So this way you have to go for the revision of maths. So as I told you, for revision of maths, you should not go for a textbook. Now you have to keep the textbook aside. So what we should do? We should go for past paper solving. Okay, now past paper solving when you are going, so I hope that you must have solved 2020 booklet, that full, matlab, if you will have the 3 parts, you know that March, March, May, June, and December. Okay, so everywhere you will get the 3 segments like 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, again 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, again here 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. So when you consider any year, you will find that you can solve 9 papers for this particular year. Okay, so when you are solving the 9 papers, for example, if I'm solving Feb and March 2020, okay, when you are going for 41, 42, 43, so what you have to do? you should not solve whole paper. If you will try to solve full paper, definitely you will lose the confidence. Definitely you will not able to recollect the formulae, or you will not able to recollect the concept. So what you have to do, you can, again I'm saying, you can select these 3 blocks first. Okay, so 41 May only you will solve block 1, block 2, block 3. That means the questions based on these first 3 blocks. Then you go to 42. Okay, Feb March 2020. I'm just giving you the example. This way you have to do the practice. Okay, because first these 3 blocks you have to do properly to get the good marks. Okay, so next, when you are going for 42, again you solve the questions based on block 1, block 2, block 3. Again 43, block 1, block 2, block 3. So for all these 9 papers, you have to solve first only block 1, block 2, block 3. After solving 9 papers of paper 4, okay, of only these 3 blocks, definitely you will be more confident. Definitely your concept will be clear, and you will able to solve the questions from the next or from the another year very confidently and efficiently. Okay, after this you will go for vectors and transformation. As I told you, first you take transformation. So 41, 42, 43 Feb transformation, 41, 42, 43 transformation. Because if this way, if you will solve past papers, तो आपको एक एडवांटेज क्या आएगा, you will understand that which questions are belonging to the particular topic. As I told you that question number 1 is asked 95%, 99% question number 1 of paper 4 is asked on block number 1, that is number. Okay, so nearly when you are going for question number 3 or question number 4, you can find that question 3 or question 4 mostly are asked on the basis of vectors and transformation block. So when you are going like this, when you are going a topic wise, you have to solve the past papers topic wise, it will make you understand the paper pattern of maths. Okay, so it will help you in all the ways. It will help you to get the good marks in mathematics. So again, 9 papers, you have to solve only the questions based on transformation. When you finish the transformation, then you will go for vectors, all the 9 papers. After solving the block, first 4 blocks, you will go to coordinate geometry, you will go to geometry. Okay, in terms of coordinate geometry, you will not be given any formula. So you have to be very thorough all the formulae in chapter coordinate geometry. In geometry, you will be given nearly 75% formula will be given to you, like volume of cone or surface area or total surface area, like this. So all formula is given to you. Only the question is little difficult and time consuming. Okay, so you can go for coordinate geometry. If you find the trigo easy, because if they will ask bearing or they will ask the question based on Pythagoras, the questions are, you find the questions are little easy, then you can go trigonometry. And last, you can go for the probability and sequence. Understood this? So this way you have to plan a revision for mathematics subject.